Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us: building and maintaining healthy relationships. I'm not just talking about romantic partners, but our friends, family, and even co-workers. These connections are the bedrock of our happiness and well-being, so learning how to nurture them is one of the most valuable skills we can ever develop. It's easy to think that good relationships just happen, but the truth is, they take work, intention, and a whole lot of self-awareness. So, if you've ever wondered how you can make your connections stronger, more fulfilling, and less stressful, you're in the right place. We're going to break it all down, step by step. Let's start with the absolute foundation of any healthy relationship: communication. This sounds so simple, but it's where most of us stumble. Effective communication isn't just about talking. It's about listening. I mean really listening. Not just waiting for your turn to speak, but actively trying to understand the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. It's about putting yourself in their shoes. This is called active listening. The next time you're in a conversation, try this. Paraphrase what the other person said back to them. Something like, "So, if I'm understanding you correctly, you're feeling overwhelmed because..." This does two amazing things. It shows them you're truly engaged, and it clarifies that you've got the message right. Misunderstandings are like tiny cracks that can grow into huge rifts, and active listening is the best way to seal them up before they get bigger. The other side of the communication coin is expressing your own needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. This can be really tough, especially if you're someone who avoids conflict. We often bottle things up because we don't want to rock the boat. But that just leads to resentment building up under the surface. The key is to use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always ignore me when your friends are around," which sounds like an accusation, try, "I feel left out when we're in a group and I don't get a chance to talk with you." See the difference? The first one puts the other person on the defensive. The second one shares your personal experience, which is impossible to argue with. It opens the door for a conversation instead of slamming it shut with blame. Learning to express yourself this way is a game changer. Next up, let's talk about boundaries. This word gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? Boundaries are simply the limits you set for yourself on what you will and will not accept from other people. They are essential for protecting your energy, your time, and your mental health. A healthy relationship is not one where two people merge into one and lose their identities. It's one where two whole individuals choose to walk side by side. Setting boundaries can be scary. You might worry about disappointing someone or seeming selfish. But here's the reality. People who respect you will respect your boundaries. Those who don't, well, that's valuable information, isn't it? Start small. Maybe it's saying no to a plan when you're exhausted, or telling a friend you're not available to talk on the phone after 9 p.m. Your boundaries define the space where you can be your authentic self without feeling drained or taken for granted. They are an act of self-respect. Now, let's get into trust. Trust is the glue that holds a relationship together. It's built slowly, through consistent, reliable actions, and it can be shattered in an instant. How do we build it? By being dependable. By doing what you say you're going to do. It's about being honest, even when it's hard. It's about being vulnerable, and knowing that the other person will hold that vulnerability with care. And if trust is broken, can it be repaired? Yes, but it takes a tremendous amount of effort, honesty, and patience from both sides. It requires a sincere apology, a genuine commitment to change, and a willingness from the hurt person to eventually forgive. Trust isn't a given. It's earned, and it must be protected. A relationship without trust is like a house built on sand. simply cannot stand when the storms of life hit. Another crucial element is mutual respect. This means valuing each other as individuals with unique thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Respect is shown in how you speak to and about each other. Do you belittle their interests or mock their opinions, even as a joke? Or do you celebrate their successes and support them in their challenges? Respect is also about honoring their autonomy, their right to make their own choices, even if you would have chosen differently. You don't have to agree on everything to respect each other. In fact, some of the strongest relationships are between people who can have a heated debate about something and then go grab lunch together like nothing happened. That's because the respect for the person is deeper than the disagreement over an issue. It's the understanding that your connection is more important than being right. Okay, let's talk about navigating conflict, because no relationship is free from it. In fact, a complete lack of disagreement can be a red flag. It might mean that issues are being suppressed. The goal isn't to avoid conflict, but to learn how to handle it constructively. First, cool off. Trying to resolve an issue when you're both angry is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It just won't work. Agree to take a break and come back to the conversation when you're both calmer. Second, stick to the current issue. Don't bring up a list of past grievances from 5 years ago. That's called kitchen sinking, and it just makes the problem feel insurmountable. Focus on the one thing that's bothering you right now. Finally, look for a win-win solution. It shouldn't be about one person winning and the other losing. It should be about us against the problem, not me against you. How can we both feel heard and get our needs met? This collaborative mindset transforms conflict from a battle into a problem-solving session. Let's not forget the importance of quality time and shared experiences. In our busy lives, it's so easy to let relationships run on autopilot. We get caught up in work, chores, and endless to-do lists. But relationships are like plants. They need to be watered to grow. You have to intentionally make time for each other. And I'm not just talking about sitting in the same room, scrolling on your phones. I mean quality time. Time where you are present and engaged with one another. Go for a walk without your devices. Cook a meal together. Plan a weekend trip. Try a new hobby together. These shared experiences create a bank of positive memories that you can draw on when times get tough. They are the moments that build the story of your relationship and remind you why you value this person in your life. Don't underestimate the power of simply having fun together. Finally, a truly healthy relationship involves supporting each other's individual growth. Your partner, your friend, your family member, they are on their own journey, just as you are on yours. A healthy connection doesn't hold you back. It propels you forward. It means being each other's biggest cheerleader. When your friend wants to go back to school or start a new business, you should be the first one encouraging them. It also means giving each other space to grow and change. The person you are today isn't the same person you were 5 years ago, and the same is true for them. Healthy relationships adapt to this growth. It's about loving and supporting the person they are becoming, not just clinging to the person they once were. When you genuinely want the best for each other, even if it means your paths change a little, that's the sign of a truly secure and loving bond. So, to recap, it all comes down to a few key things. Communicate openly and listen actively. Set and respect clear boundaries. Build and protect trust through consistent action. Show mutual respect in all your interactions. Navigate conflict constructively as a team. Make quality time a priority. And finally, support each other's personal growth. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are practical tools you can start using today. Building healthy relationships is a lifelong practice, not a destination. You will make mistakes, and so will the other person. The goal is progress, not perfection. It's about having the grace to forgive, the courage to be vulnerable, and the commitment to keep showing up for the people who matter most. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this gives you some valuable things to think about, and maybe even some new strategies to try in your own life. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on living a happier, healthier life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's one thing you do to keep your relationships strong? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.